Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to War on the Sea, the new World War II tactical and strategic war game that focuses on the South Pacific and the Guadalcanal campaign, with sort of a dynamic Guadalcanal campaign map and tactical naval and air battles on the map. I'm not sure how they resolve land battles. I guess we'll see, hopefully shortly. In our first bit of this series, just yesterday, we streamed and we were able to take the Ranelli Island and Santa Cruz Islands without any enemy resistance. Both islands were unoccupied. We threw 1,200 troops down on Santa Cruz with some supplies. It is not an airfield. It's not a port. It's just sort of a base to have. And then we threw another 1,200 troops down onto Ranelli Island, and we did build a rudimentary airstrip there that currently has, currently has 8 Wildcats or 4 Wildcats or something like that. So that could be useful as we move our operations into a more aggressive posture. With that being said, in today's episode, what my plan is going to be to attack Guadalcanal itself. And so I've got submarines in this area. I need to withdraw Trout. I think she's totally out of ammunition. She engaged and sank a Japanese heavy cruiser and a destroyer last night, so I'm actually going to go ahead and pull her back to New Hebrides to replenish. I'm assuming she needs to do that, so you can see that. And then we are going to form up a plan to make an attack on Guadalcanal itself. So, if we scroll down here, we've got New Hebrides. We've got 147 command points. Actually, I think what we should do is if we take a look at the summary of the campaign, you can see obviously our objectives, Guadalcanal, Florida Islands. You can see the locations currently under Japanese control. Does it say what the airfield at Guadalcanal is just a level 1 at the moment. Florida Islands don't have an airfield or a port by the looks of it, so might give us a better chance of a successful attack there. No info on Bougainville. But you can see at sea, it lists all of our ships currently at sea. You can see in the repair yards, the Northampton's going to take 10 more days to repair the Chester, the Northampton heavy cruiser, and then the Northampton itself is 4 more days till it repairs. We have 3 destroyers that need 7, 4, and 4 days respectively in the yards. We have lost 1 C-3 merchant and 1 Mahan-class destroyer for 2 ships sunk, total 7 aircraft loss. The enemy has lost 2 submarines, a Hibiki-class destroyer, the Hibiki and an Akatsuki-class destroyer, and the Miyoko, a heavy cruiser. So they've already lost a heavy cruiser. That's a pretty big loss for the Japanese because they can't replace their losses. Like, in this game, if you lose a ship, you might get more points to request more ships, but if you lose a ship, you can't have that specific ship again. You only have so many ships of a given class that you can use, and so the loss of a heavy cruiser this early, I think, is a big deal. So we have 147 points left. Now we do have some task forces here. We have a destroyer and 3 transports. We have another 2 transports and another destroyer. So I'm actually going to go ahead and move these guys and see if we can't merge these task forces. Because what I want to do is I want to create an invasion fleet. And I think 5 transports is going to be a good invasion fleet with some destroyer escorts for us. Meanwhile, can we choose the different formations? We can. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to choose a circular formation. I don't really know what the best formation is to prevent enemy subs from always torpedoing us. But let's go ahead and fast forward here until these ships get close in and can merge. Well, it looks like we're going to have another run-in with enemy ships with our subs here. This one in the slot, by the looks of it. 1 enemy destroyer, 2 light cruisers, and a heavy cruiser spotted by Task Force 5. So before we can really do anything else, we're going to have another submarine battle. We have 2 submarines in this particular fight. We've got the Tambor and the Tautog. We are going to start, I think... Yeah, I can't issue orders to them yet, can I? Well, make sure you're at periscope depth, if you're not already. And then break formation with Tambor, because we saw that had some problems yesterday. Alright, so we'll start. We can see both our subs underwater here. The enemy is actually coming directly at us. That should be nice in terms of being able to get a good firing solution on them. So you can see here is one of our subs under the water. This is the Tambor at periscope depth. Don't think I'd want to use active sonar. Does anybody know, is there... Can I check the controls here real quick? No, I can't. Is there a hotkey for like a periscope option? Because that would be real useful to like actually be able to use a periscope to plot some of these attacks. We'll see if the Mark 14s work for us today. Hey, Coffee Filter, how you doing? Alright, so our task force is here. Meanwhile, these 4 enemy vessels, looks like we've got a light cruiser here at number 2. I think a heavy cruiser. This looks like a Mogami class. A destroyer, a light cruiser there. And I think, actually, so it looks like 2 light cruisers, a destroyer, and a heavy cruiser, just as the intel predicted. So I'm in pretty good ambush position with 2 submarines to really wreak some havoc. Although, I feel like I'm a little bit high up. You can see that periscope pretty damn clearly. Any lookout would see that thing from a freaking mile away. There's the task force off the... So let's identify these ships. First off, Tambor, target this one. Oh, wrong one. And then let's go to the identification screen. No, that's the wrong thing. I think this is a Mogami class. Let's go to the identification screen. Recognition manual. Check out the Mogami. You can see here it's got 3 turrets in front, all facing forward. 3 turrets in front, all facing forward. 2 flat, 1 superimposed. So, and then it's got 2 rear turrets, 1 superimposed. It's got what almost looks like a helipad, which it's not. I think it's a crane for float planes. And it's got 2 sort of medium secondary turrets on each side, which appear to be here. So this pretty clearly looks like it's the Mogami. So we'll identify that. The Tambor, I'm going to go ahead and have you target this second ship in line. This appears to be a light cruiser. I'm not sure what this one is. Okay. Looks like Kuma. Is Kuma on here? Three stacks, 2 opposite facing turrets. You've got 1 turret here, a midship, 1 turret here. Another turret right behind it, 1 turret on the aft. Torpedo tubes here. Appears to be, there's a gap here. I don't know if those are torpedo mounts or not. Crane here. Looks pretty good. We'll classify it as the Kuma. Alright, so we are at 2,300 yards. Now, what I don't know, guys, is like, again, does anybody know, is there a hotkey for a periscope? Because goddamn would it be nice to be looking through a periscope. As it is right now, it's a little bit frustrating because I can't... Alright, I'm turning the ship. Mouse wheel just zooms me in like this. Alright, let's do this actually. Let's try and give it an attack order. Let's see if the sub will do its own thing. B? B doesn't appear to be doing anything. Do I have to be underwater? I'm at periscope depth. So I don't know. B is not doing anything for me. Nothing for... Okay. That's a little frustrating, because trying to, like, guesstimate where your torpedoes are going to go like this kind of sucks. And these ships, when you order them to attack, they don't seem to ever actually fire their torpedoes. I don't know what the fire control solution needs to be, but this guy's going to go right by me. So Tautog may have to make the shot on the Mogami. And if Tautog's off, it's always going to be, you know, it's got a good chance of hitting something behind it. All right, switching to Mogami. Let's do a 4-tube shot with a 5-degree spread. I'm just guessing here. Fire. Where are the fish? All right, here they go. Tautog, meanwhile. All right, so we've got torpedoes in the water. Make your depth 100 feet. Did I order them both to make their depth 100 feet? Alright, so torpedoes are in the water. These guys look like they're behind and they're going to miss. Although there's two different spreads, I think. These have a better shot. They might actually hit the destroyer behind. No, they're going to go between them. Maybe they'll get the ships in the second column. I think the Mogami is safe for now. I think that destroyer at the rear of the column might get hit. It's hard to tell. This light cruiser should get hit. One torpedo. Maybe a second. Nice. 2 hits on the light cruiser. 2 hits on this destroyer. 3 hits on this destroyer. She's a goner for sure. Trying to turn out of the way of this other torpedo. Yeah, it went under. Oh my god. Are they going to turn? Is this heavy cruiser in its emergency going to turn right back into it? They're panicking and they're turning into the direction that the torpedoes are going. I don't know how much steam they've got left in them. Alright, so the enemy destroyer is sinking. That's good at least. I think that's a light cruiser. No, they're too fast. They're going to turn away at 28 knots. This light cruiser, meanwhile, I think she's going to sink too. She's sure low in the water. She's shipping water over the front of the boat pretty damn bad. So at least one enemy destroyer is going down. A light cruiser probably. Mogami's at 2,500 yards. Where are we at in terms of reloading these fish? 2 more minutes. I think this is also a Kuma. No, actually it's not. It's something else. So let's see if we can't get a recognition on it. It's got a slightly different setup than the Kuma. Maybe the Tenryu? Yeah, it looks like a Tenryu. This guy's gonna sink, right? Like, look at this damn thing. You really gonna survive? Wait a minute. Oh, what the hell's this? Is that the destroyer still above the water? I thought it was like a con of a sub, but I guess it's not. Cruiser is... looks like she should be going under, but she still hasn't given up, I guess. Meanwhile, the enemy ships are just flying as fast as they can away at 33 knots. Which makes sense. They're going the opposite direction. They might scuttle it anyway. You can see... yeah, she's trying to get out of here. That's pretty funny. I fired 8 torpedoes into that formation. 3 of them hit the destroyer. So at least I'm safe from depth charging. And I guess we'll I don't really think I'm going to try and chase these guys down. So we'll go ahead and wait the requisite 3 minutes and then end the fight. Every destroyer sunk is a good result in my book because it's one less thing for my subs to worry about. Also, you know, Japanese torpedoes and stuff. Although their cruisers were more known for... I mean, their destroyers were too, but... look at this thing. Just sink. It's making 32 knots, too. It's pretty impressive. That fire looks like it might be spreading, though. Whoa, 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 wait a minute. Where are these guys going? They think it's safe now? They're just turning? Where's this light cruiser going? I mean, they're going to keep it at 32. Let's... yeah, I'm not going to hit that. I thought I identified this as a Tenryu. And now it's not? Or no? Oh, I identified the wrong ship. Okay. I keep waiting for it to tell me that they're sinking, but we've still got another 75 seconds that we have to wait because the game says so. So maybe it'll sink in that time. Just give up, guys. Give up the ghost. You've lost. Yeah, probably Nico. Yeah. No, I'm not going to try and go deck guns against a perfectly healthy Mogami-class heavy cruiser. Are you insane? Do you want me to lose all my submarines? By the way, what do we have left for these subs in terms of ammo? I did notice that it definitely seems like they give you fewer torpedoes than historically they have. At least that's what it seems like. Presumably to... maybe prevent you from being too deadly. Although they have, what, 24 torpedoes if the 4 and the 4, if there's 14 and 16, maybe that's actually accurate. Thank you for the host, Zach. Hope you had a good stream if you were just finishing up a stream. All right, we're going to exit this battle. Okay, so we sunk the enemy destroyer. Heavy damage to the Tenryu. Heavy flooding. Doesn't say they scuttled it. Master Sheeps, thanks for the follow. And the other enemy ships escaped. So 2,000 tons. So we'll go back to waiting for those cargo ships to get in line. All right, so these guys should be, these task force should be able to merge. Ah, select one or... All right, so we're just going to merge this whole thing, right? Okay, so now we'll have a 2-destroyer task force with 5 cargo ships. And so we can really, that'll be kind of our invasion task force, so I don't have to build as many warships or new ships. I mean, I can save money there. C. Lee, thank you very much for the follow. So it looks like we have another encounter here. Is it really just going to be enemy zeros versus my subs? Is that really what it's going to be? All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and jump ahead here about 20 minutes in the stream. We had about 20 minutes of doing a little bit of logistical work on the back end, and then we also had quite a few enemy air attacks on my submarines where I just kind of dove and got out of the way. So rather than make you sit through 20 minutes of kind of honestly not terribly interesting stuff, I will bring you through to the next engagement that is kind of interesting. Like, why is your conning tower... Your scopes shouldn't be above the water if they're not up. Alright, so this one... Front, rear. That's... What is that again? Yoko? Looks like it. I think they're both Miyokos. Neither one of these guys is in formation. Kirsten Darkin, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate the support, sir. Or madame. Alright, so you're turning. Tambor's already, I think, in good position. Closing. They're still a little bit far out there. So if we raise the scope... Like, how far above the water is that damn thing going to be? Does that help on our solution? Ooh, a 99% solution, huh? I guess the question at this point is, what's the right time to fire the torpedoes? You need a good lead, but this is probably still too many yards out. Alright, let's go ahead and flatten you up. You've got a good solution, and your scope isn't even up. Oh, wait. It was up? They're not in formation. That's what I don't understand. Is like, so I switch between the damn things, but it switches all the sub scopes up and down? Are they both shooting it at that same target? Yoko. Why are you targeting Tambor? That's dumb. Don't target Tambor, you idiot. That's not who I'm telling you to target. It's not Oh, I identified this as the Tambor. That's why. Well, some of this is a little bit funny. Alright, give me a better fire control. So these guys are going to need to turn a little bit still. They're still kind of far out. Does anybody know what range I should be engaging at? 25 knots, I'm going to have to lead them quite a bit. 2 to 3,000 yards. Three's a good shot. All right, let's fire 4 tubes. 5-degree spread. Fire. All right, so the Tambor's fish are away. She's reloading. Tautog's fish are away. She's reloading. It's going to take 5 minutes for either of those to reload. Hope I didn't overshoot. It's really hard to tell. The periscope, I don't get any kind of like TDC or anything like that. So I'm hoping that the solution is good enough. Like, I guess the way I would assume is if you have a good solution, then the AI sort of auto-adjusts, like, what angle the torpedo should come out at. There's the fish. I think we're way behind. Maybe it'll hit some of the other ships in the force. But it doesn't really give me a good view of, like... Again, there's no TDC, so how the hell are you supposed to shoot accurately with fish? Other than get in, like, absolutely point blank. Those guys could have a chance if it doesn't turn. I wish I could follow the individual torpedoes. Some of those fish look good. Maybe on at least one of the ships. How do they not see the torpedoes coming? I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna miss this cruiser, but the destroyer might get a nice little. No, the destroyer's going too slow. Maybe the second rank destroyer? The other set of fish are way over there. So that destroyer missed. Don't tell me they're gonna like find the perfect hole through this formation. The other fish don't look any better. But this second column ship, nope. It's gonna miss them too. Jesus Christ. What about this guy? Those fish are gonna go right in front of this guy too. I picked the absolute perfect way to miss all my shots. Can they at least hit the rear destroyer here? I don't think so. They're going to be behind it. I guess a wider spread might have given me one hit. Karma for the circular running torpedoes? Maybe. This one might hit. Oh, get that, get that, get that, get that. Yeah, got one hit on this destroyer. Got 2 hits probably if it detonates. It was a dud! God damn you, Mark 14. They didn't even feel the need to change course or speed. Alright. This enemy destroyer is turning. The entire formation is going to turn away and run, except for this one destroyer that's going to come after us. We're actually 30 seconds away from being refueled or rearmed. So you run right down my throat, DD. I dare ya. Nope, wrong target. I mean, I don't even feel like the solutions matter here. Like, I don't know. Alright, so this guy's still 5 minutes away from reloading? Are they reloading one tube at a time? Is that why? There's 3 tubes ready, that's why. One at a time. So we've identified the enemy ship closing in on us. It's within 1,600 yards. It's only moving at 17 knots. Thanks for the follow, Hammerstein. And Hugo Preve. Alright, let's turn you a little bit. You're a midship. 3 fish are ready. Los! Because sometimes you just gotta guess and pray. I think you might see this one. Alright, we're gonna do a narrower spread here. Fish are in the water. These fish are gonna miss, I think. He's moving at 17 knots. He's much slower. One of those might have a chance. Probably not. He's probably going to go right behind it. Yeah. A Bureau Ord would not be pleased with my torpedo usage, but we got some throat shots that have a chance. One of those better hit. A dud! God damn it, you Mark 14. The one that hit is a dud. Oh, make your depth much deeper. And turn. Maybe I can get a tail shot on with this torpedo. Did we sink that other destroyer out there? The 6? She's dead in the water. Here's the risk. I could fire torpedoes right into my own ship. They're coming right over my sub. Are they slowing? They're turning. Miyoko struck by a torpedo? Oh, apparently. How did I hit that thing? Alright. Did you not drop depth charges on me? So maybe that destroyer salvo hit it? Talk about luck. Turn, you gotta get your tubes back around the other way. I'll do a 2 degree spread. He's not coming directly behind me. Das Boat shot. Or not Das Boat shot. What is it? U-571? That bad movie? Dud! Detonation. Another dud! 3 out of 4 duds! God damn it! Well, so the Mark 47, the Mark 14, it strikes again, huh? All right, why don't you come up to periscope depth? No tubes are ready in the front. You've got all 4 tubes in the rear of the ship ready. Slow down. I don't want you to run away from the enemy. What's this guy doing? He's moving at 14 knots. Now he's charging the other way? Is he confused? He's at 700 yards. I don't know if I can fire on this angle, but it looks like a good shot. Too deep. Are you coming up? Thanks for the follow, Craft Cheese. The Tambor. Looks like that other destroyer's underway now. Dude, that's a badass fire on that destroyer. She's like, how is she not sinking yet? Pure rage. She's sinking slowly. What are you thinking about? Yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe her rudder's jammed. So what have we seen now? 4 duds out of, I think, something like 10 shots? That feels more real. Tambor, can you get around? It doesn't feel like the periscope depth button works all that well. I'm like on the frickin' ground here. Maybe if I tell it to surface the ship. I mean, 1 deck gun shell would probably finish her. So I'm at 136 feet and coming up. She's at about 1,000 yards. We've got 1 tube ready in the front. That's it. The shot has to hit. Can I fire? I'm under 100 feet. Too deep still? I think I've got a good angle. She's not moving too fast. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Miyoko, you can see where she took the torpedo on the front of the ship. Where's the torpedo? Oh, I shot way behind. Well, I think that does it for this fight. We damaged 2 destroyers at least. But I don't really want to risk getting obliterated by depth charges. Do I have, or do my ships have enough torpedoes left? So we've got 2 in the front here, 6 in the back of that sub. Two, 6, 10, and 3. Okay. These guys are running away. I'm not going to be able to catch them if they're running. So, we just got to wait the requisite 3 minutes. Okay. Does the game simulate dud torpedoes? Jack Tank, yes. We just, are you joking or were you not watching? We just had 3 out of 4 duds. If I go deep, it retreats quicker. I think if I issue orders, though, it, well, I don't want to go that deep. I think it changes my, it restarts the timer. I also don't really understand why these seem to have the same depth gauges. You can do a spread. Captain, you can do a spread. You can put like a degree spread to have the torpedoes go beyond where just the bow is pointing. I don't think you can tell if you're doing a 1 torpedo shot, though. I don't think you can use, like, what they used historically, like air bubbles or whatever to, like... I'm not even sure how it worked, but to, like, direct the torpedo somewhere other than straight ahead. So, 30 more seconds and we can get out of this fight. Okay, the gyro. Yeah, there's no TDC as far as I can tell in this. And I don't know if turning the periscope, putting the periscope up will make the AI attack better. It seems like when you tell the AI aircraft to attack a target, they know what to do. If you tell the ships to attack a target, they know what to do. And they do a decent job of anti-submarine work, but when it comes to actually doing anything on, a sub, I haven't had much success. Meanwhile, we put moderate damage on 2 destroyers, and we put moderate damage on a heavy cruiser, so that's good. Okay, so... What? I wanted to send some bombers up toward where we spotted that convoy, or that task force. I probably need to send some supplies to Milne Bay. They're down to 1,000. I think I've got enough points here for a new cargo ship task force. Alright, so I don't think there's going to be enemy subs out this way. I could be wrong. Been wrong before. We're going to send 2,000 supply to Moresby, and then 2,000 to Milne Bay. Not enough command points. Damn it. Alright, we'll have to wait on that second task force. Ranelli, meanwhile, still has 3,000 supply, and Santa Cruz is at 4, so they're good. And our task forces here are underway on their way to Guadalcanal. I think my task force that I built could definitely take the enemy one that our sub just engaged. Alright, so let's do this. We've got another task force spotted by our subs, so it's probably the same thing. What is it here? 2 destroyers, 2 light cruisers, 2 heavy cruisers, so it's probably the same task force we just damaged. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and order some B-17s to go bomb these fuckers. 16 of them. All right. Hey, look, it's like the same situation, boys. Except you're going the wrong direction. All right. Meanwhile, torpedoes. What do we have in the front here? 6 torpedoes in the front of the Tautog. 6 in front of the... All right. Did they move some of their torpedoes? It's got 6 in the stern here. 10 in the stern. Maybe I had more torpedoes left than I realized. They're turning? Did they spot us? Why is this guy breaking off? This whole task force is in confusion. Is the whole thing? Yeah, they're all turning in unison. Are they turning away from us, though? Or are they just turning toward us? Where the hell's my sub? I don't even see my submarine. Is this a bug? Invisible submarines. The newest weapon. I can't even see my damn heading. No, honestly, I think they just shifted their formation, which is going to make it a lot easier, I think, to hit this group. Invisibility tech, but my periscope still exists. So we know the lead ship is a Taco. All right, we're gonna rain havoc down on these guys. So here's the strategy. This guy is turning kind of close to me, so it's gonna be... All right, let's do this. Spread 5 degrees, fire. You're gonna fire behind. Spread 5 degrees, fire. So I think the Tambor has a better chance of wreaking havoc in the rest of these ships. I'm not aiming at any one particular ship. Oh, those shots are way too... I thought it was pointing further to the left. God damn it. Wasted 6 torpedoes. I guess Tautog... Or wait, they're going to turn a little bit. So maybe that's part of the solution they may have had? So I guess they did set the gyros? I don't know. Alright, in any event, show your ass to the enemy and get those stern tubes into action. The spread's breaking up. Even if it doesn't hit the lead ship, there's a good chance it may strike some of these other ships in the back. But I think this guy's fucked. This is also the ship we already hit with one torpedo. You can see she's low in the water in the front. Work, torpedoes. Do your magic. Let's get a good side-on view as these things come in. Clank, dud. Seriously? Well, you got one on target and it was a dud. We're really seeing these dud rates spike. Another dud! For fuck's sake. Time to burn down Bureau Ore. Damn right it is. These guys are not really moving. I guess they're only moving like 2 knots. I can see my submarines now. I hope the enemy's not going to ram me. That seems possible. Actually, your better target's going to be back here. Tambor level. What's your target solution? 90% for the rear tubes, right? Fire. Is he trying to avoid fish? Give me some gyro work here. You're going way behind. I thought you had a much better angle than that. Oh, yeah. God damn it. A bunch more fish miss. Because I can't use subs. Oh, that doesn't look so good. You're gonna ram me. How about you go a little bit deeper, sir? Deeper. Deeper, Chief. Oh, no! It rammed my conning tower for sure. Minor damage, though. They have depth charges on their heavy cruisers? Really? Well, that ain't good. No! Survive! Ugh. Uh-oh. She's in trouble. Heavy damage, heavy flooding. Skip. Skip, can you set periscope depth? Can you make depth 33 feet, or is the boat too badly damaged? Are we all gonna die? We're headed down. Yeah, you need to get a little bit deeper too, before they come in on you. Also, you're turning, so straighten out. I don't know if I want to emergency blow. I mean, if I do, she dies for sure. She's still going down, though. What if we surface the boat? What if we just regular surface the boat? Yeah, that doesn't look so hot. Speed up. Use the dive planes. Gain some give me some rise on the dive planes. No! Crush depth. That was kind of cool. Wait, don't tell me. I feel like the depth controls are merged between ships even when they're not in formation. That's so weird. Oh, sad music time. Someone play taps. I think it's funny that we've, like, destroyed a bunch of enemy warships and destroyers, and the first time they sink one of our subs, it's with a heavy cruiser. Alright, get me out of here, skipper. I gotta wait 5 minutes almost? Probably because they've got, like, a beat on me. Oh, no. Turn! Hot over, Captain. Oh, shit, he's turning that way. Maybe we can cut back the other direction. Hard over the other direction. Minimize the amount of depth charges he can drop on me. What am I at? About 150 feet? I don't know what the... Get me down to 240. I can go that far safely, right? By the way, the depth settings seem to be like to like cold water depths. It goes down to like 1,100 feet, which seems absurd. All right, so those are off, but he's gonna keep dropping them. Level out and just try and pull straight through it flank. That one seemed behind me. No damage. None of those did any damage. We must get away from these Japanese depth charges. I don't know why. Alarm! How much longer can I escape? Just shy of 3 minutes. Meanwhile, why are the heavy cruisers the ones who are so good at depth charging? Looks like that one's gonna make a bead for me. You can see the shadow of the ship over here. I'm at max speed. If I slow down, it'll probably turn into me. But if I keep it on flank, I mean, I'm sure they can hear me. Changed up to 210. All right. Actually, no. Right full rudder. Cut in under. Oh, I'm turning the wrong direction. I'm turned around. Yeah, Nico, I know. When we depth charge, we lose contact with the enemy after the depth charges start detonating. Alright, straighten out. Oh, the two heavy cruisers are going to collide. Lol. Or it looks like they're going to collide in any event. Are they going under each other? Are they going... Or you can't tell me they're really going through each other. What? Well, good to know the AI doesn't play by the same rules that I do. Because my ships can't collide. That depth charge is right on. A little bit behind, though. No damage. Can we escape yet? 25 seconds? I mean, I'm making a shit ton of noise. I'm moving at 9 knots. I'm sure they can hear me. Got a weird angle on the boat, too. Get me out of here, Skip! Get me out of here! The Tautog was sunk. The Tambor was not damaged. Meanwhile, the enemy ships were not hurt, but they were hurt previously, so... Alright, with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. I hope you did enjoy. That was probably the last episode I'll let us have quite this much submarine content. There's a lot of sub-content in sort of this part of the campaign where I'm really trying to push forward into the straits and do some damage to the Japanese without risking too many capital ships, and I think we had a lot of success, although obviously we did lose a submarine of our own just there. With that being said, we do start to push forward with some surface elements in the coming episodes, so if you did think this was a little bit too much submarine stuff, I hope you stick around to see some surface engagements, which do come up in the near future, and I'll try and edit down some of this submarine stuff a little bit, just because it does get a little bit tedious when, you know, you're fighting 6 or 7 sub-battles continuously, and that's all you've got to look at. So either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the episodes and stick around to see what comes next. Until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying once again, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'm out.